My God, it's official. The information has just come out and things are heating up behind the scenes at the Baltimore Ravens. Strategic decisions are being made right now, internal movements are happening behind the scenes, and if you blinked, you might have missed what's really changing the franchise's future. Today I'm bringing you exclusive details based on information from sources close to the organization that could directly impact the team's direction this offseason. We're not talking about empty rumors. We're talking about real planning, decisions involving Lamar Jackson, the coaching staff, the salary cap, and even the team's offensive structure for 2026. But before we dive deep into this bombshell that exploded in Baltimore, I need to ask you one thing. If you're a Ravens fan at heart, like this video now, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because here you won't miss any details, any moves, any important turnaround for this franchise. And in the end, I want to know your opinion, so start thinking about your answer. Now pay close attention, because what's happening with the Ravens goes far beyond what appears on the surface. Block 1. Lamar Jackson at the center of decisions and the financial future of the franchise. Lamar Jackson is not just the Ravens quarterback. He is the heart, the identity, and increasingly an active piece in the franchise's strategic decisions. According to information confirmed by Mike Garafolo of NFL Network, any speculation about a possible trade can be immediately dismissed. That's right. There is no real trade scenario. Jackson remains the absolute priority. And what else is noteworthy? He actively participated in the selection process for the new head coach and was also consulted in the search for the new offensive coordinator. This shows the level of confidence the franchise places in him. Jackson participated in the first virtual round of interviews for head coach, something that reinforces his role as a leader, not only on the field, but also behind the scenes. The Ravens followed the expected path by hiring Jesse Minter as head coach. A renowned defensive strategist, Minter will take control of the defense's plays. On the other side of the ball, the big bet is Declan Doyle, just 29 years old, who left Chicago after a season with the Bears. In Baltimore, he will have the opportunity to take over the offensive plays, something he didn't do under Ben Johnson. And here's the crucial point. The connection between Lamar Jackson and Declan Doyle will be decisive for offensive success in 2026. A young, ambitious coordinator working alongside a two-time MVP who wants to prove he's still at his peak. But there's a gigantic financial detail that can't be ignored. Lamar's current contract has an absurd impact of $74.5 million on the salary cap in 2026. Without adjustments, this could completely paralyze roster building. The most logical solution? An extension before the start of free agency. Restructuring is possible, but the clear priority of the front office is to negotiate a new long-term deal that reduces the immediate impact and ensures stability. Lamar enters the season at 29 years old and, even having missed 4 games in 2025 due to injuries, continues to be considered a central piece in the project. The internal expectation is for immediate success under Minter's command. And for that to happen, Jackson's health will be fundamental. But while the focus revolves around the quarterback and the salary cap, another name has quietly shown that he can still be decisive when the team needs him most. And that's where we get to the second big point of this offseason. Block 2, Derrick Henry and the turnaround that rekindled hope. If there were doubts about Derrick Henry at the beginning of 2025, they practically disappeared in the second half of the season, and the numbers don't lie. Analyst Thomas Valentine, from Pro Football Focus, highlighted Henry as the running back with the best second half of the season in the NFL. In the first 9 weeks, his PFF grade was only 59.9. Many began to question whether time had finally caught up with the future Hall of Famer. He had forced only 6 missed tackles in that period. By Henry's standards, this was strange. But starting in Week 10, everything changed. Henry led the NFL in rushing yards with 966, in rushing touchdowns with 10, and also dominated in yards after contact. In addition, he tied in the number of carries of 15 yards or more with 14. He was simply dominant, and the context makes it even more impressive. For part of the season, he didn't have Lamar Jackson on the field. Injuries affected the team's collective performance. The offensive weight fell on his shoulders, and he responded. Even in the first half, when many criticized his pace, he accumulated 704 yards, 6 touchdowns, and an average of 4.7 yards per attempt. In the final stretch, we saw the Derrick Henry that Ravens fans always wanted. They imagined him, physical, explosive, tireless. Even with Jackson facing difficulties, Henry kept the offense competitive and gave real hope in the playoff race. Now, the big internal question in Baltimore is about consistency. The team doesn't want to repeat the slow start of 2025. The expectation is to start strong in 2026. And for that, the synchronicity between a healthy Lamar Jackson, a new ambitious offensive coordinator, and a Derrick Henry in second-half season rhythm could be the difference. The Ravens are restructuring from within, adjusting contracts, shaping the coaching staff, and betting on strong leadership in the locker room. It's not just a common off-season, it's a phase of strategic redefinition. And now I want to know from you, should the Ravens prioritize a large extension for Lamar immediately to alleviate the salary cap, or wait another season before closing this new billion-dollar contract? And do you believe that Derrick Henry can maintain the level of the second half for an entire season? Leave your opinion in the comments below because this discussion is just beginning, and the future of the Ravens may depend precisely on these decisions.